years ago last year, women got to vote, I hear, but we just sat on dusty shelves because we never helped ourselves. Married men can still be free, but a woman, what is she? A servant with no pay for life, just so she can stay a wife.
In the 1970s, women faced many obstacles regarding education and career opportunities.
Persons, women are people, and we want to be able to come and go through it, and we don't want to be intimidated by signs that say men's buffet.
I have no intentions of taking the sign down or changing the sign. If you can get a court order to take it down, fine.
One law changed that, Title IX. Senator Birch Bay's wife, Marvella, grew up an excellent student and planned to attend the University of Virginia. However, she was denied because of her sex. Therefore, in 1972, Birch Bay was inspired by his wife and passed Title IX because he was concerned about women not having the opportunity to have an education and pursue their careers. Furthermore, women like Patsy Takemoto Mink, who was the first woman of color elected as a member of Congress, helped further push the creation of Title IX and for gender equality. Title IX states, "No person in the United States shall, on the basis of sex, be excluded from participation in, be denied the benefits of, or be subjected to discrimination under any education program or activity receiving federal financial assistance." Title IX protects people from gender discrimination in federally funded programs. As it was passed, there was a massive change in how women were treated and respected in businesses, schools, and programs. Title IX is an example of rights because it prohibits sex discrimination and allows gender equality within federally funded programs. It leaves people with the responsibility to continue fighting for equal opportunities within society. Women had a much harder time pursuing careers like law and medicine. Many schools did not accept women or made it difficult for them to succeed. Women who wanted to become doctors or lawyers often faced discrimination in the admissions process, getting fewer opportunities and support than men. An example of this can be seen in Mink, as she was rejected from more than a dozen medical schools because of her gender, and then later faced discrimination as a practicing lawyer. But when Title IX passed, things started to change. It gave women the right to pursue an education in these fields without being held back because of gender. In 1970, U.S. medical school enrollment for women was about 9.6%. Whereas now it is 50.5%. The increase of women in the medical field has leveled out the playing field and has given women and men equal opportunities. And thanks to Title IX, more women began enrolling in medical and law school, where they were given the same opportunities as men. They no longer had to worry about being left out or mistreated. Over time, more women began studying law, medicine, and other careers that piqued their interests in becoming professionals in fields that were once quote-unquote not for women, or quote-unquote off limits to them. Title IX helped women pursue their career dreams and succeed in industries that men mostly led. The source, Title IX Educational Amendments of 1972, provides a 1972 photo of two women who were Holy Cross's first female Air Force Reserve officers, training corps students after Title IX was passed. This is an excellent example of Title IX's significance on women's career opportunities and goals. The military was always known as a man's job, and women were meant to stay at home and take care of the kids. When Title IX was passed, people's ideas on what women were meant for began to change. This woman talks about the importance of a single word.
But it's 37 words, and one word in there is activity as well. And the co-authors couldn't decide whether to leave it in or take it out. They left it in, thank God. Otherwise, there would be no athletic scholarships for women. Men had always had them. We had never had them. When I was at college, I had to work 2 jobs, and I thought I was living large. So it was an amazing difference.
Billie Jean King, famously known for winning the Battle of the Sexes tennis match in 1973 at 29. She is a former #1 female champion tennis player who won 39 Grand Slam titles. King has always been an advocate of gender equality and has long made a significant impact on equality and social justice. In this quote, she emphasized that without the word activity in Title IX, women would have been discouraged from majoring in sports and would have continued to face gender discrimination. Additionally, she founded the Women's Sports Foundation to protect the sports side of Title IX and allow women to continue to play in physical activities. She pressed Birch Bayh to pass the law and successfully influenced Title IX to be passed. Title IX empowers and opens many opportunities for young girls and women to participate in sports, with over 135,000 women participating in college sports and nearly 2.4 million girls participating in high school sports during the late 1970s, compared to much lower numbers in 1971. Title IX has exponentially increased girls in sports in America. The proportion of girls and women who play sports has increased from about 3% before to 40% today. These percentages are equal to 1 in 27 girls playing sports to about 2 out of 5. To celebrate half a century of civil rights, the National Archives Museum created an exhibit to honor Title IX. Title IX would not have been passed without the push from women's rights activists. Bringing awareness to gender-based discrimination and fighting for equal rights and opportunities within society. Like Dr. Bernice Sandler, who served as the educational specialist for the House of Representatives, making her the first woman ever appointed to work specifically on women's issues, which in 1971, she wrote the education section for the first federal policy report on sex discrimination in education. She later won many awards and was known to be the godmother of Title X. Title IX is a monumental federal law in American history that has played an essential role in ensuring equal rights for women, especially in their education and career choices. It prohibits sex-based discrimination in any field because Title IX gives women equal rights. It makes us responsible as a society to continue to fight for those rights. As Billie Jean King expresses, Title IX remains the only law that grants women any kind of equality in America. And therefore, this is more than enough to leave us with a responsibility to stand up for the right of men and women to become equal.